Hey folks, welcome to your daily reading. You have the Five of Cups. Somebody is deeply regretful about something that has happened in the past. Someone is in a lot of pain, and it looks like that they are, for the moment, choosing to hang out with their pain, and they're choosing not to see the two cups behind them that haven't been spilled yet. Those two cups lead to a bridge that would bring this person over to a new community, or perhaps it's new. Perhaps this person it isn't new is what I should say. Perhaps this person is isolating themselves. And once they choose to be finished with isolating themselves in their grief, then they can move forward with the two cups and go back to their community. Somebody has. It might not be you, it might be someone in your energy, but somebody has the Tower in their energy. And I feel like with these two cards combined, that somebody is someone who's really struggling to move on. There's something about this Tower moment that was deeply destructive, that was very painful. And for the time being, it's somewhere that they want to stay. They want to stay in their grief. It doesn't have to be this way. There's more to life than just grieving. There is a time to move on, but you may not feel like it's time yet. And I say move on because you have here the Wheel of Fortune. There is, and it's upright by the way, there is something that the universe wants to bring to you that your ancestors and guides want you to have and to see. But I wonder if you aren't kind of pushing people away. With this card in reverse, that possibly means that somebody is pushing everybody away. Nobody gets to speak to this particular queen. She has some vessel, cup energy, some water energy in her. She's probably protecting a wounded heart that isn't ready to speak to people just yet. But immediately after she shows up, she has the King of Cups, and I wonder if this isn't a close friend, a close family member who would like to be close. But I wonder if you aren't you. I wonder if somebody that I'm speaking to isn't filtering this particular individual out. If it's not you or somebody filtering someone else out who wants to help, who wants to flow with their emotions with you, who wants to sympathize and be compassionate with you, it's very possible that this is a kind of aspect that you need to embody yourself instead of being in this position where you filter everybody out. Nobody gets in. You're encouraged. The universe is encouraging you with this Wheel of Fortune upright to come into the energy of the King of Cups. This is someone who both feels their emotions but also knows when to plow forward into action to do something that benefits them. And the Wheel of Fortune is also about time. So somebody may need to move on with time into being in this particular place. Compassion for themselves, compassion for others. But I wonder if right now you need to be in a state of healing, but don't stay there forever. Stagnancy hurts everybody, regardless of how much water, earth, fire energy they have, air. It doesn't matter. We need to move on. This is interesting. Underneath the Tower in reverse, you have the Sun. That's about happiness. Eventually, you're being encouraged to move into happiness. It may be that you would feel a whole lot more complete, better, if you were to either move into this aspect of the King of Cups or accept this person who wants to be compassionate with you, wants to feel your pain, wants to help you move out of your pain, quite possibly, especially because the King of Cups lands on top of the Five of Cups. This person might want to help you move on. And in that case, you should accept their help because the universe definitely wants you to consider it. You have the Queen of Wands next, and she lands on top of the Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely about taking action, but it's interesting. She is the perfect opposite of the King of Cups. Because the King of Cups is water and fire energy, she is fire and water energy. Complete opposites, but at the same time, they have the same element inside of them. This is someone who is deeply compassionate, is highly intuitive, flows with their emotions, but also knows exactly when to take action when it's time. They have a sensation that it's time to move forward. The Wheel of Fortune may be encouraging this aspect of yourself to feel what you're going through, but still move forward. Take just baby steps a day, and that'll be doing a lot to help you recover. I'm sensing that the harvest is in. It's available. It's ripe for the picking. But with this landing on top of the Queen of Swords in reverse, I wonder if by holding people back, you aren't also holding your results back. There are some good things that are supposed to be coming in, but as long as you are resistant to other people, other influences being in your life, and even if it's not other people, it's this aspect of yourself that says, I have survived a tremendous storm, and there will be storms again in the future. In the meantime, I choose to become stronger because I went through a storm. It's a key point to see yourself as a stronger person because you survived the storm. The healing process does need to be completed, but can you move forward while still in some degree of pain? Because the universe does plan on healing what you're going through. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and she's actually landing on top of the King of Cups. And I know that I said she. There is no gender in tarot. This can embody a masculine figure in your life, or this can be a masculine figure describing you, for instance. But absolutely, I'm feeling like with the Queen of Cups, she is overwhelmed by her emotions from time to time. This King of Cups, if it's not an individual, being this King of Cups, someone to say, I will take baby steps towards healing myself, that's a huge thing for you to do. This is painful. I can see that much. Letting go of some cash. Letting material resources flow away from you so that more can come in. This particular figure in this painting or drawing can't hold any more. He's got stuff on top of his head, in his arms, and underneath his feet. This is hoarding. And in reverse, this is about letting go of material resources so that more can come in. If we've got empty spaces, like scream to be filled. If something is let go of, more will come in. That's what the universe wants to give you. It's landing on top of the sun, which tells me, yes, the universe wants to give you stuff that you're not expecting. And if you let go of what you presently have, let go of the grief, for instance, there might be some actual physical items that you could let go of. Because it also lands on top of the Tower in reverse, this is a traumatic event that maybe you lost some things in the past. You are quite possibly being asked to let go of more of those things from that era in order to heal and move on. Out of sight, out of mind in a sense. And if you can let them go in a kind of ceremony that benefits the moment, that might aid your healing process, but you also need to take all that as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, leave it for somebody else, okay? You have here the Two of Swords. It's in reverse. This would match the decisiveness of the Queen of Wands, which this lands on top of. She knows when to take action. She knows when to feel out her situation and move forward. And it benefits what the universe wants for you. It's going to bring stuff heading towards your way. That's the wheel spinning. That's why I'm circling this card. That's the wheel spinning, bringing you new stuff. And she knows when to accept and when to say, no thanks, that's going to be for somebody else or for nobody at all. That's not good for anybody. But first, you need to listen to your intuition. There's a lot of water energy and there's a moon in this particular card. That's all about using your intuition. And this is possibly where you need to Use your intuition more and take action a little bit less. Consider your options, and that's possibly where this Queen of Swords comes in. When she's not concentrating on keeping everybody out, she can sit back and think about the present situation, how she can move forward and make the best possible choices. One more card from the top. You've got the Page of Wands, and once again it lands on top of the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Both those cards are in reverse, and so is this. When you stay in this mindset of keeping everything out, keeping your good results out, you can't take action. You can't accept the impulses that are coming through that say, it's time to do this. It's time to be creative in this particular department. It's time to sense what the universe wants us to have. Wand energy is just as much about that magical spark between us and the universe as it is between taking action and romance, sexuality, that kind of thing. Sorry, y'all. It's one of those mornings. On the bottom of the deck, we're closing out with the Knight of Swords. It's in reverse. This is someone who's at an utter standstill. In light of this reading, it's someone who's at an utter standstill. They don't want to move forward. They have the ability to rush forward, in fact, to their new future. I'm sensing that you're going to have to let go of some really negative habits that have held you down now, like it's a consistent pattern over probably your entire life so far. You're going to have to let go of those negative patterns in order to move forward. And in fact, this is what you're being called to do. You are being asked to move up to a new level, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, all that kind of, physically, of course. You're being asked to move up to an entire new level because the universe demands that it be so. You can't stay stagnant forever. It is harmful to your being. It is not reaching your highest self in order to be stagnant. Go through the healing process, but don't stay there forever. This might be a good time to seek out a therapist. Maybe that King of Cups is a therapist who would be of great assistance to you, but you need to take that as it resonates. Therapy isn't for everybody, but it is for a lot of people. I wish you a healing journey that benefits your highest self, even if at times it is painful. Letting go of stuff, even if it reminds you of an old era that you didn't want to end, letting go of stuff is painful. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Take care.